In Cuba, the extensive program of the Romerías de Mayo in its 32nd celebration includes around 20 events in multiple squares of the city, among conferences, plastic and scenic arts shows, and other activities. This multicultural event takes place in Holguín. Our colleague Yordanis Rodríguez tells us about it.
Since 1994, the cultural event has turned Holguín into the capital of young art in Cuba. Mexico is part of the 80 countries that are present in this 32nd edition of the Romerías de Mayo. The premiere in Cuba of the opera of La Mulata de Córdoba by composer José Pablo Moncayo of the Aztec country is part of the wide range of auctions. The Rodrigo Prat Lyric Theater, the Holguín Symphony Orchestra, as well as choristers and musicians from Mexico, join in this song from solidarity among nations under the orchestral direction of Maestro Isaac Márquez.
Es maravilloso porque tanto en el teatro lírico.
It is wonderful because both in the lyric theater and in the orchestra there are first-year students and even professionals, and it is an integral experience for everyone. Since the group is heterogeneous, you have to know how to work so that everyone sounds the same and that they are at the same level.
Trabajar para que todos suenen igual.
Among the most awaited spaces of the Romerías is the 30th edition of the Congress of Thought and Prize for Young Researchers Memoria Nuestra. This is a meeting of deep reflection inspired by the analytical vocation and social commitment of the artists attending the Romerías. It is the first time that I am in Holguín, in Romerías, and the truth is that I have been surprised by the amount of activities they have. We start very early, about 4 in the morning. It is to come prepared, to not sleep, and to see many activities of all kinds, performing arts, visual arts, and a super important part that has caught my attention is the academic part. At Bloguerías de Mayo, an event that brings together communicators, journalists and other actors in the media, there was also a dialogue on ethics, values and principles in contemporary communications in the midst of a world that is trying to globalize. The ethical and legal challenge of the use of artificial intelligence in the media were discussed at the event. We have to go ahead and demonstrate that artificial intelligence is a tool that we can put in value from use of ethics, from the journalistic trait and exercise, not humanizing them but using them as a tool. We must give them the elements for good use and apply them from good practices. Organized by the Saiz Brothers organization, an organization of the artistic and literary vanguards of the country, the Romerías de Mayo are the epicenter of the art between tradition and modernity. We arrived with flutes, with different types of instruments today to donate as part of a project that has been making cultural exchange and donations of about 1,000 musical instruments to Cuba for more than 25 years. This is a beautiful city. The Romerías de Mayo were born for the debate, the confrontation of ideas and the alternative and vital discussion that the island needs. We are talking about an intergenerational dialogue from May 2 to 8 because there is no today without yesterday.
Camarógrafo Yordanis Rodríguez, TeleSUR, Holguín, Cuba.